Hi. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you get a chance to watch this video. I am back for another educational video. I hope that you subscribed. I hope you will subscribe. I hope you will share with your friend, with your loved one who are interested in investing. So now I want to talk about your next investment move. Now, if you don't know, if it's your first time hearing about me here or getting on this channel, I am Aline Umutoni. My name is Aline Umutoni. I am an author and life coach, and I am an investor in the stock market. I've been an investor for 14 years. Last Saturday was my 14th year anniversary of my investing, my journey beginning as an investor in the stock market and other sectors. So I have been an investor for 14 years, and I can tell you this: we've been 14 years. I have seen sectors emerge. I have seen sectors drop. I have seen sectors disappear. I have seen sectors appear. So today I want to talk about what is your next investment move. What investment is actually giving great gain in this season. Now, if you live in America, if you are in America or even in the world, because like I say, I'm a life coach, and I'm fortunate to have clients literally all over the world. My coaching are translated in 7 languages. And whether you are in America or whether you are in Europe or whether you are in Asia, wherever you are, there is an inflation. There is inflation happening. There is a movement. There is like the economy is not just in one place. So you are definitely facing the inflation rate. If you are not in America, I'm pretty sure wherever you are, your economy, if not, it's coming, right? So in this season of the inflation rate, so in the US, we have the debt ceiling that is rising. We have the inflation rate. We have all this happening. So the stock market is a little bit uncertain. It's volatile, and many people have like sold their stocks and left the market. Other people have bought more stocks. So it's like two kind of people. And today I just want to talk about what is your next investment move. Now, I want to first talk about anyone who is an investor. I want to talk to anyone who is an investor, and I want to talk to anyone who thinks to be that they want to a journey, they want to begin their journey in the investment world. So I want to talk about the two main aspects. Now, the first thing is, if you are an investor in the stock market, meaning if you own stocks, I am telling you this is not the time for you to own stocks just to own it. You have to know what you own it. You have to know where you own it, and you have to know if it's giving you gain, or if it's time for you to let it go and buy good stocks. Now, many people, when it's the bear market, they just they feel like, oh, you know what, it's not good, I don't want to like, it's so red, it's so uncertain, I'm gonna sell it. And then they sell, and then when it becomes now the market is good, it's bullish, now they're excited and they buy more. They buy stocks at an expensive price, because they don't know the game of the stock market. Now, I'm a long-term investor. There are different type of investors. There are traders. There are people that buy stocks, then before it crashes they sell. And there are people like me who are long-term investors. So as a long-term investor, we don't just buy stocks to buy. We buy stocks because we want to hold it for a long time. Now, I said I've been an investor for 14 years, and I only sold 2 stocks from all the stocks I own. And those two stocks, I sold them because it was just losing and losing, and it's actually now it's even getting worse. And I'm so glad I sold it last year, so to reduce the cost of losses, because the time and the season of that company is getting to an end. Now, I don't sell my stocks often. Like I said, in 14 years, I only sold my one or two of my stocks last year. So to tell you, I am very, very, very adamant about selling, because I know very well, first of all, I don't just own stock for the sake of owning. I study my stocks, I study the stocks, I try to understand what kind of stocks, what kind of company. I study the value of the stock, the value of the company. I take my time to do my own homework. So it's not something that I just jump into. So because of that, I am fortunate, I can say, to be part of many various group and various inclusive group of investors that do help me to not only know the right stocks, but know where to invest and when to invest. Because as an investor, it's not just, your job is not just to invest. You have to know when exactly it is. The timing is perfect. If you're watching the news to invest, you are wasting your time, because by the time that a stock is in the news and it's making news, that's already it's already too late for you to make gain to that. So you have to have another stream of knowledge, another stream of information for you to know where to invest. Now, if you own stock now, I'm talking about the people that are owning stocks now. If you are an owner of stocks, I want to tell you this: take the time to study your stocks, to evaluate your stock, to know what you have. Many people own stocks and they have no idea of what they have. They've never attended a shareholders meeting. They don't even know what their rights are. They don't know anything about the financial statements of the companies that they own. That's called literally reckless investment, and I don't advise that at all. You have to know what you own. It's like buying a house and you've never viewed the house, you've never toured the house, you've never inspected the house, and you buy the house. That's the most reckless thing, because at the end of the day, that's your house, and it's an investment for a long time. So you have to be able to take time to invest and seek knowledge and understand what it is. So this is the time to not own volatile stocks. For me, I would tell this like for free, as an advice for free. Take time to identify, am I owning volatile stock? Are these stocks that I own, are they going to give me a great interest, or is it time for me to sell it? This is the time to evaluate it, because let me tell you this: we are today, as you're watching this, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching this later on, we are exactly a month away of June 23rd. Now, June 23rd is a very, very special day in terms of strategic investors, strategic traders who sells stocks. Now, for me, like I said, I'm an investor. I've been an investor in this game for 14 years. So I don't buy every day. I don't buy stocks every day. There are specific seasons and times that I buy, because I follow my mentor, my one and only, the person who actually made me begin to invest. I discovered him. I was 20 years old when I discovered him. Is Mr. Warren Buffett. And Mr. Warren Buffett does not just buy stocks; he buys it at a specific time. There's something he said. He said, "Be fearful when people are greedy, and be greedy when people are fearful." So when the time comes when people are fearful and they're selling and they're running, that's the perfect time for us who follow his direction and his technique. That's the time that we buy. So we don't buy at all time. I don't buy stocks every time. I don't buy stocks every week. I'm not a trader, but I buy stocks at specific time and season. And for me, I cannot wait for 23rd of June 2023, because that's the time where I'm going to buy stocks that I already item that I already know, and I've already started buying some, and I'm going to buy even more in that season when it comes. Why June 23rd is an important day? Now, there are so many indexes. We have the Dow Jones, we have the Nasdaq, we have the S&P 500, we have the Russell, we have all of these indexes. Now, there is one indexes in particular called the Russell indexes. Now, the Russell indexes has approximately 3,000 stocks that it has in his system, in his data, and every year for the past 35 years, every year they have a reconstitution. So meaning they have a reset. They evaluate the stocks that they have, and they delete some of the stocks, they remove some of the stocks in their indexes, they put new stocks and all of that. So while that season is happening, there are some stocks that crash. When I say crash, it crash, loses a lot. And that's the time where, that's really the time where you start buying, because it affects, when it crashes, it doesn't just crash only once, it affects the whole market. And that's when all the prices crash, all the indexes crash, the market crash, and that's the time where people start buying. So many investors who are very well knowledgeable and are well aware of what happened, that's not every third week of June, every year, the third week of June, the third Friday of June, every year, that's the time that's the day that is one of the biggest trading day in the market. So now, when you prepare yourself, you don't wait for that day to happen to start thinking. You prepare yourself. I kid you not, I started preparing myself for this day, the 23rd of June, since the beginning of 2023, my bad, because I am a long-term investor. I want to know what to invest, where to invest, what are the companies that not only will give me a great gain. And some of the companies, let me tell you this, last year, for example, the stocks that I bought last year during that time actually gave me a gain. Some gave me a very big gain within 6 months. Other gave me a greater gain within 3 months. There are actually 2 stocks that gave me a gain that I can't even, I was shocked to see it when I had the dividend quarter review, and I was like, oh my God, that's crazy, because I took time to look, to study, to understand. So if you are an investor in the stock market, if you own stock, evaluate. This is the time for you to do your inventory. Identify, do I have volatile stocks? Are these stocks really for me or against me? What's the next move? What's the next thing to do? What should I do? Do I sell? Do I hold? What do I do? I always tell my clients, you need an investment thesis, because for me, before I even coach anyone who has stocks, I always tell them, do you have an investment thesis? Some people would say, what is an investment thesis? Because if you just buy stock for the sake of buying stocks, you are going to be emotional. And any time you are an emotional investor, you are going to lose money. And like I said, I follow Mr. Warren, and one of the rules, he has 7 rules of investing. The first rule is never lose money. The second rule, don't forget rule number 1. So for you not to lose money, you have to invest without your emotion. I'm a woman. I'm a very sensitive person. When it comes to the market, I'm not sensitive. I am not emotional. I don't buy because people buy. I don't buy because people tell me to buy. I don't even buy because the whole world tells me to buy. Most of the stocks that I buy sometimes are not even like known stocks, but they give me great interest, because I'm not buying because of my emotion. I'm not buying because of the crowd. I'm buying because of the strategy that I have, and because of the experience and the knowledge that I have. So this is the time to gain knowledge. This is the time to make an inventory of what you have. What do you have? Is this good for you? Is it not good for you? Now, For those who want to become investor in the stock market, I will tell you this is not the time for you to just download an app and start buying, because many people do that. They just download the app and they start buying stock. They have no idea what it means, they have no idea what it is, they have no idea of interpreting charts. They have no idea of interpreting the value of a stock. They don't even understand what the points mean. They don't even understand, they don't understand indexes, they don't understand candlesticks, they don't understand anything, and they just invest. Let me tell you this, if you are that person, you are gambling. And for me, I'm not a gambler. I never gamble, and I will never gamble, and I will never advise anybody to gamble. So if you want to invest, the first thing you do, you invest in knowledge. Like I said, I've been an investor in the stock market for 14 years, but the first 3 years I didn't own stocks. The first 3 years, I invested in knowledge. I bought books. I attended courses. I invested in knowledge. And by the time I was done and ready, I had the knowledge. I knew what kind of stocks. I knew what kind of shares. I knew what to buy and what to do. And let me tell you this, the fact that I invested 3 years of knowledge gave me a great return, a great interest. The stocks that I bought allowed me to study and graduate debt free because of the knowledge that I gained. So I want to tell you this, don't just jump in because everybody is doing it. Because let me tell you this, if you do it right now, you are going to lose your money. You are going to lose your money, because the stock market right now is very unpredictable. It's very shaky. One morning is high, the second morning is low. The next morning is high, the third morning is low. The next morning is high, the second morning is low. So if you want to invest without knowledge, you are going to lose your money. And I don't want you to do that, because I don't lose money. And I'll tell you this point blank, I don't lose money. I don't. Even when the market crash, actually when the market crash, that's when I gain more money, because that's when I buy more stocks at a fair price, good companies at a fair price. So you have to be able to understand what is the stock market, because the stock market is a world that you have to understand. It's like you have to understand the language, you have to understand the skills, you have to understand the tics and what to do and what not to do. Yes, it's good to have a stockbroker. Yes, it's good to hire a professional help, but let me tell you this, you need to have your own, you need to do your own homework. Mr. Warren Buffett is in his late 80s, and he still does his homework, he still does his research. You need to do your own research. Don't just throw it to people and say, you know what, I have people do it. No. You need to know what you own, because it's yours. It's yours. So you need to know what you own. Now, like I said, I want to talk about two very good sectors that is important for people to now think if they want to invest. Now, with the inflation and the volatility and the uncertainty of the stock market, there are two sectors that are really, really, really good to look at into. The first sector that I want to talk about is the sector of the commodity sector. Now, many people who don't know in the investment world don't know that commodity, when there is a high rate inflation rate, when there is a high interest rate, when the market is volatile, when the market is crashing, the commodity, the gold, goes up. So it's like what you call it, it's like the opposite, they are different, right? So when one goes up, the other one goes down, and vice versa. So this is a time to focus on commodity. When I say focus on commodity, let me tell you this. When people talk about commodity, they just go straight to gold. No, there are so many precious metals. And right now, there are great deals of precious metals that people should think about. And if you don't know the knowledge, if you don't have the knowledge, you will not get the opportunity, and you will not invest in the right place at the right time. So that's one of the sector to think about. And the second sector that to think about is actually investing in perfect stock. I always tell people, don't run out of the stock market when it's burning. Actually, the best place to be is to be in when it's crashing, because that's the time where you buy perfect stocks. Now, the term perfect is in quote perfect, because many people don't understand that the stock market is, I will say, I won't say predictable, but really like a little bit predictable, because we know that it will crash and we know that it will come out. We will know that there will be a bear market and we will know that there will be a bull market. And actually, there's an investor that said that in every bear market there is always a bull market next to it, because it's all about knowledge and perception and understanding. Because if you know where to look, you will know how to get the opportunities. But if you don't know where to look, you will look at the stock market and say, oh my God, it's so bad, when people are actually getting more money. In 2020, many people were crying and crashing, but investors, I will tell you this, in terms of investment, for me, it was the best year. But in terms of life, yeah, it was bad. But in terms of investment, it was a good time, because after March 16, when the market crashed, it was good, because that was the time when I bought good company at a fair price. So it's very important to know what to do. So those are the two sectors that I invite you to look up to: commodity sector and the stock market. Don't leave the stock market. If you're still there and you're telling me, Ali, no, I'm about to sell my stocks, yes, do an inventory. Identify if you have volatile stocks. Yes, sell it. Please do sell it. Even me, I sold 2 of my stocks last year. I sold them because they were just going down and down and down. And I'm so glad I did, because now it's actually plunged 75% down. So I'm so glad I sold it when it was 40 something percent. So you have to make an inventory of what you own. You have to make an inventory of what it is that you own, so that you don't make that mistake, so that you don't lose that opportunity for you to get great return in times of crisis, because crisis is an opportunity. Many people are waiting for June 23rd, and the people that are not prepared for June 23rd and that own stocks that are volatile, that are part of the ones that will be deleted and reset, will lose money, where there will be a transfer of wealth. And that's what the market does. It is always a transfer of wealth. So this video is to encourage you, really, to seek knowledge. Knowledge is the key, is the bedrock of everything. I will tell you this: if you don't know something, you will fall into casualties that you don't need to fall into it. So you have to seek knowledge. I teach a course, I teach a master class and a coaching, and I do consultation, and one of the things that I do during my consultation. So my consultation are not really they're not cheap, because it's valuable time. But during my consultation, what I do, I give you literally I give you references, and I give you direct tools. I refer you. I have professionals that if you are based in America, I do have companies that I can refer to, professionals that I can refer to. I have stocks that I can show you and give you the data and the analysis for you to be able to make the right choice. That's the consultation. Now, for the coaching, if you say, oh, Aline, I want to learn the system, I want to learn the language, I want to learn what it is, what does it take to be an investor? If you want to don't do, for me, I always tell people, if don't waste your money with consultation if you don't have the real knowledge, because consultation is literally for corporate people and for individual people that really have the knowledge, have the experience. But if you don't have the experience, don't waste your money and have me for 2-3 hours and pay a lot of money, when you can have me coach you for 6 months with half the money that you will spend with me having me for 3 hours or 2 hours. So I have a 6 months coaching program, and during that 6 months coaching program, I take you step by step. I take you literally baby step from the beginning, level 1, level 2, level 3. I teach you the language of finance, the language of the investment. What are stocks? How to evaluate the value of a stock? How to evaluate the value of a business? What is it that it takes? What are the practical tools? How do you become a long-term investor? How do you build an investment portfolio? What is an investment portfolio? How do you go from literally step 0 to step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? And that's what I do. So if you want to learn and if you want to take this opportunity to build your next investment move, join the 6-month coaching or the masterclass. The 6-month coaching is a 6-month coaching, literally 6 months, and every month I have 2 topics that I give you, and each topic you go through the note. There are a lot of notes. Each topic has at least 5 to 8 folders PDF folders of notes that you go through. But after each topic, you have a Zoom call with me, and during that Zoom call we go through the note, you go through the question, I go through the assignment that I gave you, and I answer your question, and I give you more practical tools. And then every month you will have two calls for those topics. And at the end of the 6 months, I can tell you that you will be done with your portfolio, you'll be done with your vision board, you'll be done with implementing your vision board, implementing your investment portfolio, and you will be literally on the journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Because it's not just a stock market. Investment, for me as a coach, I'm not talking about just investment, because investment is not like it's one of the things that makes you the best version, but it's not the thing. So living a fulfilled life. So I take you step by step, and at the end of the coaching, you are this. But then if you don't want the 6 months and you're like, okay, I just want a course that will help me, I have a masterclass. It's an online course that has 7 topics, and one of the topic is the understanding and mastering the stock market. So you can enroll to that in that course and get all the knowledge and the understanding and the thing that you need. So all of this is available to you. Invest in knowledge. Whatever you need. You cannot achieve your goal. You cannot become the best version of yourself. You cannot become anything without knowledge. So I hope this video has helped you. I hope that you will invest in knowledge. I hope that you will literally make a decision to be a good investor. If you are owning stock, make the decision to make an inventory, to seek knowledge, and to be able to find the good places to be able to invest well in this season. So I hope this was good. I will see you later. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and do anything you want to do, but most importantly, invest in yourself. Bye.